So, almost 3 years ago, I uploaded a video called How to Make Magic Sand, in which I showed how to make this little contraption here, which is very simple. It's just an observer and a piston. As you can see, it pulls the piston back and then places it back before the block is gone, and then there's just any sort of block that sand breaks on down there. So that's very simple, but I found a way to make sand actually go through the floor. Since this looks like it's going through a block, and I guess technically it is, but I found a much more interesting way, with a very interesting explanation to why it works, to make sand go through a block. This is the little contraption here, and I'm just going to show what it does if you flick this lever. Yeah, as you can see, it just goes through the piston. And I'll explain that in a second, but first I just want to show how to make it, if you want to make it for some reason. So you have a piston, sticky piston here, you break this block, and then you have this here, you just have any block there, and then you put 3 of those going down, you break this block, and then you put this here, and this here, and then place a block over that, and then you just need to have any form of block update here. So if I do this, for example, it'll work. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I know why this happens, and basically I think the reason that this works is because, so to start off, this observer here gives a single tick of output onto this block here, and what that does is it will actually power this piston, because this gets like powered or whatever, and then this, like, it's basically the same thing as if you were to have something like this. As you can see, that works. So it's basically that, and it pushes this up, but it immediately starts falling. So it's like this, basically. As you can see, it pushes it up, but then it immediately whoa, okay, you can break blocks with this. And then what happens is after that happens, and this gets retracted, since there's a slight delay here, as you can see, this happens, I believe, 2 ticks after. Immediately after this retracts, this will push this piston up so that it is like this. But this block, remember, so before, a second ago, it was here with nothing below it, but now there is something below it. But there's a little gap there which makes it so it actually has time to start falling, meaning that when this piston's here, it's actually already very slightly into the block and it falls through down here. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why this happens. I may be wrong, but I just thought this was something really interesting.